We are here for the first time we're back in person for PurpleStride.
And I'm here this sunny Saturday morning in Los Angeles with Team Mindy to help raise money for PanCAN at PurpleStride.
PurpleStride is the #1 way that we raise money to fund our mission.
We saw thousands of people posting on social media for 12 hours straight.
We had over 500 stories, and we generated over 650 million impressions.
Well, about 1,000 people got up very early this morning and are now pounding the pavement to help end pancreatic cancer.
Gives us hope that there will be a cure. We're going to see it in our lifetime.
We just got to keep doing more things like this.
When I started this journey, the survival rate for where I'm at was 9%, and now it's 11.
The reality is there are real families that live in that gap, and we are examples of those real families.
As a community, we can fight this.
This event means so much. There's a magic to that that really inspires patients and families. We get to create that magic and give people hope and inspiration.
And to provide some strength and energy and some positivity in their lives and to always believe, because that's the direction we're going.
Complete strangers that you have a connection with. Once everybody starts showing that love to each other like we do here, it kind of just breaks down barriers and makes you feel good.
That's
I think events like this are so necessary exactly because they do give us hope.
It's really important to keep the faith, to stay hopeful, whatever the challenge is, moving beyond fear into love.
Wow, April 30th, 2022. Thank you all so much for being there. One nation with one goal on one big day, and what a day it was. All the people, all the passion, and all that purple. I just can't stop thinking about PanCAN PurpleStride. Hello, everyone. I'm Julie Fleshman, President and CEO of PanCAN, welcoming you here from communities across the country to your one big PurpleStride celebration. Today, we're celebrating you, the nearly 60,000 participants, fundraisers, donors, volunteers, survivors, caregivers, families, friends, researchers, sponsors, and healthcare professionals, everyone who made PurpleStride so extraordinary. We raised critical funds to support research and patient services, attracted nationwide attention, drove awareness for the disease, and came together as a community to show everyone that we're going to end pancreatic cancer. Here's a little bit about why your participation in PurpleStride is so important. Our vision at PanCAN is to create a world in which all patients with pancreatic cancer will thrive. Our mission is to take bold action to improve the lives of everyone impacted by pancreatic cancer. Thank you for all that you do to create a world where all pancreatic cancer patients thrive. You can learn more about what PanCAN does at pancan.org. We had pretty ambitious goals for PurpleStride this year. 60,000 participants and $16.5 million. We are so close to our goal, and we need your help. Call or text your family members, friends, and loved ones and ask for their help. We've also made it easy to donate today through our website by clicking below. So what do these goals mean exactly? It means you help us fund critical research every year. In fact, because of you, PanCAN will invest $28 million in research this year alone to study early detection and accelerate new treatment options. It means that patients and families everywhere can have free access to PanCAN patient services and information they need that can help them make informed decisions about their treatment and care. It means that we can fund promising research and clinical initiatives that continue to increase survival. We've made it to 11%, but that's not enough. It means you're making sure Congress continues to invest federal research funding for pancreatic cancer. It means that because of the 60,000 people who came out to take steps to end pancreatic cancer, the national news media noticed and reported about it. Your local media was in on the action. Social media went crazy with it. And now there's more awareness of the disease and how PanCAN can help patients in need. We also had the amazing help from writer, actor, and producer Mindy Kaling, who used her platform to spread awareness about how she takes steps for her mom. Let's take a quick look at a video message from our 2022 PanCAN PurpleStride ambassador, Mindy Kaling.
Hi, I'm Mindy Kaling here, your PanCAN PurpleStride ambassador. Wow, what a way to spend a Saturday. So many people, so much passion, and so much purple. And for me, I'm in awe of you for showing up, for raising money, and for bringing so much energy to PanCAN PurpleStride. Talk about nationwide impact. It truly was one big day. Thanks for making all 60 PanCAN PurpleStride events across the country such a success. I cannot be more proud or more honored to have been a part of your PanCAN PurpleStride Day. Thank you for supporting pancreatic cancer patients and families in such a huge way. You're amazing. Congratulations to all of you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mindy. We are so incredibly grateful to you. I'd also like to thank our generous National PurpleStride sponsors and show you how they took steps alongside us on April 30th. We are grateful to our leading national sponsor, Ipsen, our longtime PurpleStride sponsor, AbbVie, and first-time national sponsor, Immunovia. We are so grateful for your continued support in helping advance our mission. It was so fun to see all of our sponsors striding at their own PurpleStride and taking steps with us. We couldn't do this without you. We are overwhelmed by everyone's fundraising efforts, and all of the teams joining us today deserve such a huge shout out, a thank you, and a round of applause. And with that, let's celebrate the top 10 fundraising teams in the country.
Introducing our 2022 PanCAN PurpleStride top teams. In first place, Team Taylor, followed by the Cedars-Sinai Whipplers, Team Andra, Team Becker, Love for Lauren V, Team Screen, Team Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer, Team Exceptional, Sue and Peter Striders, and Team Pancreatics. Congratulations to our top 2022 PanCAN PurpleStride fundraising teams.
Wow. Congratulations to our top 10 fundraising teams. I'd now like to introduce you to Art Taylor, a 2-year pancreatic cancer survivor. Art was diagnosed in August of 2020 with stage 3 pancreatic cancer. He participated in PurpleStride Silicon Valley to help bring funding and awareness to combat this disease. Art and his wife, Elaine, matched every dollar donated to their team, totaling more than $211,000. I'm so grateful to be joined today by Art and Elaine. So you guys are amazing fundraisers. You've raised over $200,000 on your team. You are our #1 fundraising team in the country. So tell me, how did you go out and raise that money?
Well, to be honest, we kind of use the PanCAN playbook. I mean, you guys have done this before. You kind of know what works. There wasn't anything exotic or extraordinary here. I think we learned a couple of things on this here is, one is obviously have a personal story, have the photo. Got a lot of comments on that we used the website, the PurpleStrider website to leverage off from. I think also is, maybe we sent out 80 or 90 emails, but what happens is those people often forward it on to somebody else that you two may have had connections in. So, so ultimately we wrote 250 thank you emails because we've gotten in that many responses. So I wouldn't say, we did, and again, the whole thing is if you don't ask, you don't get. So you just have to put your story out there, be open with it and say, this is an organization that I support because it's something that they're doing to advance the cause that is near and dear to my heart or near and dear to my pancreas. And again, I think people kind of resonated around as, doing it today because down the road, it might be you.
Yep. And so Art, as a survivor going through this, 250 people reached out and gave money to support you. How does that make you feel as a survivor?
Overwhelmed. I mean, we were amazed and humbled. I mean, we just couldn't believe folks that I had maybe had contact with in 10 years had come back with. And some of my, folks that in my business community stepped up very impressively and realized that, this is a colleague of theirs and they know other colleagues that they want to also be with. So it's nothing, I would say, extraordinary. Just use the PanCAN playbook, just do what is kind of in there, and it's pretty well prescribed. And then just follow up with personal thank yous. And I think the personal touch you make with each one of those emails, I've gotten, my inbox was overwhelmed with responses, which is all good thing. It's all a good thing. And then those are connections you hope to be able to have them know that there's a place to go if this ever happens to them, as well as to tap into in the future.
Well, you're obviously very loved and have a lot of people that you've touched in your life. And Elaine, as the caregiver, what does it mean to you to have this showing of support, for you and Art?
Well, pretty unbelievable. I just wanted him to make sure he realized it. But a couple things that I wanted to share on the, we're not fundraiser kind of people. We'd rather just donate rather than ask somebody we know. But so many people asked me over the year and a half how Art was doing. I had no hesitation to put every one of those people on our list to request a donation.
Yeah, no, absolutely extraordinary. And it's so true that, people want to help, but they don't know what to do. And this is such a meaningful way that they can show you that they're supporting you and also helping other patients, around the country. So tell me, how was it on Saturday when you went out to PurpleStride? I'm assuming your family and friends and colleagues were there. Tell me a little bit about it.
It was really nice, really terrific. Our kids came in from out of town with their fiancés. And then we had people come from far away from Dallas and St. Louis and Phoenix to come in to join us that I didn't really fully expect would show up. So it was wonderful to get some local folks as well as a lot of folks from out of town. It was very well run. You guys did a nice job on the event. Short, sweet, punchy. We weren't there for 8 hours. It was 3 hours. What I liked doing is we met other fundraisers and other cancer patient survivors.
That was what I wanted to do.
She wanted to do. So you just tap into, folks who are on the same wavelength that are trying to do good things for others and hopefully support an organization that you don't hope that you'll need, but it's there if you do.
So Art, what would you say to all of those people that donated to your team, that donated to PurpleStride across the country? What message do you have for them?
Well, clearly a heartfelt thanks. And, there's lots of things that they could be doing with their time and with their money. And the fact that they want to support me and they want to support this cause is, again, as I said, we were amazed and humbled at the sincerity, the depth of the generosity that people had, and their willingness to step up and be personally engaged and offer their words of support and encouragement. And that is as much as anything. And to know that you're not alone. I mean, cancer is a very personal battle. On the other hand, is to have a support system of a wonderful wife and family, but then also those in the broader community that are out there rooting for you. And so it's been a tremendous experience. I wouldn't want to have to go through this to get that kind of enrichment and reward, but it has been enriching and rewarding at a very deep emotional, personal level.
Thank you for your amazing fundraising, for everything that you've done. I'm so glad that you've gotten to see all the people that mean so much to you in your life, Art. You're truly an incredible individual. So thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All of the tremendous fundraisers joining us today also deserve a huge shout out. Thank you and a round of applause. Ahead of nearly 60,000 people that joined us, let's take a look at this year's top 10 national individual fundraisers.
Introducing our top 2022 PanCAN PurpleStride Top 10 Fundraisers. In first place, Nicholas Nissen, followed by Art Taylor, Tracy Early, Dov Carlin, Bernie Friedman, Barbara Polizzola, Susan Poppet, Steve Cole, Babak Igbalier, and Richard Ingwerson. Congratulations to our top 2022 PanCAN PurpleStride fundraisers.
I'm so excited to now be joined by one of our top fundraisers, Dov Carlin. Dov is a high school student in Atlanta, and he is a PurpleStride team captain. Dov, it is so fantastic to be with you. You are truly a superstar. So tell me a little bit about yourself and why raising money for PurpleStride is so important to you.
Okay, well, my sister started raising money in 2012 after my mom's mom, my grandmother, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in February of 2011. And then my sister went off to college in 2018. And so I took over the team because it means so much to me that I can keep my grandmother's legacy alive. She passed away in December of 2015, almost at 5 years. We say she made it to 5 years. And so, yeah, I love to keep the legacy alive of my grandmother and to raise money for this incredible cause. It's changing so many lives. Great.
Well, I have no doubt she would be so extremely proud of you and for what you're doing for PanCAN. And you have certainly taken what was, a negative, a challenging situation in your life, and I'm sure very, very sad, and turned it into something very positive, just like she taught you. So you raised over $50,000 through your PurpleStride team. That is amazing. Tell me, how were you so successful at your fundraising efforts?
Well, I think this year in particular, because Atlanta PurpleStrides in the past have been in November, this year we having it be in April this year. So it's all on one day, which is incredible. We tried to make up for some of the funds that we would have made in November. So we tried to raise almost double, and we almost got there, and it was incredible. But the main thing is just being persistent and trying to ask as many times as you can, because it's for such a great cause.
That is so cool. You are certainly part of a much, much bigger movement and playing such an important role in it. Tell me a little bit, how was Saturday? What happened? How did it go?
It was great. I mean, there was a ton of people there, a sea of purple, and just knowing that it was on the same day everywhere was really incredible, because although in the past the events have been amazing and really moving and inspiring and meaningful for me, just knowing that everybody in the country was on the same day, joined together for the same cause was really, really heartwarming.
It's pretty powerful stuff when 60,000 people across the country are all walking and doing the same thing for the same cause. Really, really empowering. So what would you tell anyone that still needs to hit their fundraising goal? What would you tell them to go out and do?
Just keep asking. I mean, when somebody doesn't respond to an email or somebody doesn't pick up the phone, it doesn't mean no. It just means keep trying and keep going, because like I said, it's such a great cause. And another thing that I think is really important in reaching your goal is trying multiple methods of fundraising. So for me, most of my fundraising is through email, but a lot of it is also through Facebook fundraisers or phone-a-thons, like calling people directly, or through getting sponsorships from local businesses. So just try anything you possibly can to raise that money, because it's so important to get to your goal and for all of us involved in PanCAN to raise more money.
Thank you, Dov, for what you have done, what you are doing, what I know you'll continue to do. You are an inspiration, and I'm just so incredibly grateful for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all you do. And I mean, you guys are changing lives, and I'm just a tiny piece of it. You guys are doing so much, and thank you so much.
Well, it takes all the little pieces and people all over the world, right, working together to make it actually happen and turn into something big and real. And you're definitely making that happen. So thank you again. Good luck with all your tests next week. Good luck with your show this weekend. Just really, really appreciate you. Next up, I'm so excited to share with you the top 10 cities that raised the most money for PurpleStride 2022.
Introducing our top 10 events at PanCAN PurpleStride 2022. In first place, Washington, D.C., followed by Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Boston, Silicon Valley, New Jersey, New York City, Chicago, Atlanta, and Pittsburgh. Congratulations to our top 10 events at PanCAN PurpleStride 2022.
We couldn't do any of this without our amazing and dedicated National Volunteer Network. 60 affiliates across the country are hard at work, providing hope for patients and enabling our mission. Their tireless efforts and passion shine through in all that they do. I'm so grateful to talk to two of the many PurpleStride chairs we have across the country today. First, I'm excited to introduce Ashley Tanchak, New Jersey PurpleStride Chair. Ashley, congratulations on a successful PurpleStride New Jersey. Tell me a little bit about your story and why PanCAN is important to you.
Sure. So I had lost my dad when I was a junior in college to pancreatic cancer. And I had finished up my senior year right in 2020. So after that, I wanted to really help out and kind of give back because we really didn't know about PanCAN beforehand. And I wanted to be able to kind of be that person to make sure that if a family needed support or even for fundraising, like to be able to fundraise and not really have to have any other family go through what my family had been through during that time as well.
Yeah, that's great. It definitely takes a team, right? And we need volunteers to sign up to be on these committees and help people like you who are the PurpleStride chair. So I understand PurpleStride New Jersey hit your fundraising goal. So how does it feel to be, the volunteer leader of an event that hits its goal?
It was the most incredible feeling. With everything that's happened in the past couple of years, I was kind of nervous that we weren't going to be able to hit our goal, but we had hit our goal the week of, like even before the event even happened. And we completely surpassed our goal by over $100,000. So I was so thrilled because that's so much help and so much research for so many other families. I was like jumping up and down. I was at work and I called my mom like, Mom, we hit our goal. So I was really excited.
That's incredible. That's pretty amazing. 100,000 over goal is no small feat. So tell me about, one of the amazing things about PurpleStride is our community coming together. So tell me a little bit about that day and you getting to finally meet, all of these people that have a similar story to yours.
Right. So for me, it was a completely different experience than most because I had been attending all of these different meetings, but virtually. So a lot of them had known each other before, but this was my one day to actually meet everyone in person. And it was an incredible feeling because it's almost like, are you real? Like, are you out there? So by finally being in person, I was able to meet all these incredible people who all can understand kind of what I went through and have experienced the same thing. And we can all relate to one another. And it was just a very powerful, moving event that I loved being a part of, and being able to be surrounded by over 1,600 people was incredible.
So what would you tell everyone out there why they should get involved in PanCAN and volunteer?
So I think that more than anything, it's something to know internally that your family members are proud of you for, or your friends, or whoever you're doing it for. I, in the back of my mind, always knew how proud my dad would be of me while I was doing this. And then it also allowed me to be able to get those connections with people who have gone through the same thing as me. So if they're struggling at a certain point in time, like I'm that person for them, or they're that person for me. It's basically a network that you could build. And everyone has been through, take or leave, the same exact situation, be it a grandparent, a parent, a friend, a coworker even. They all have experienced this. And this allows you to have that support system of people who really do understand what you're going through, not just say that they understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Ashley, I also lost my dad to pancreatic cancer. And so I'm so grateful to you for everything that you're doing in his honor. Like you said, he would be so proud of you. He is so proud of you. And thank you for stepping up to be the PurpleStride chair. It's amazing. So thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Next up, I'm thrilled to introduce Samantha Cass. Samantha is the PurpleStride chair in Rhode Island. Hey, Samantha, it's great to see you today. So can you talk a little bit about your personal story and why you volunteer for PanCAN?
Yeah, sure. So I started volunteering with PanCAN, or actually I got involved with PanCAN back in 2013 after we lost my dad, after a 6-month battle. And then my sister stumbled upon PanCAN, and ever since then, we've been participating in the PurpleStrides. And I started volunteering officially in 2019 with the Rhode Island affiliate.
That's amazing. And I understand you are the PurpleStride chair for Rhode Island. That's a big job.
I am. It is, but it's a good one. It's a fun one.
Yeah. So why did you decide to take on that role?
So my background's in event management. So it kind of just fit. It's something that I'm really passionate about because I want to see, as much money raised as possible to try to help other families.
Yeah. And how was it this year to come back in person and be able to see everybody?
It was great. It was so good. We had over 800 people in Rhode Island, and it was really nice to be able to see all the teams that we've kind of been connecting with virtually over the last couple of years and, put an official name to a face that you've been seeing online.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you surpassed your fundraising goal. PurpleStride Rhode Island surpassed a fundraising goal. So how does that feel?
We did. Oh, it was great. I think last we checked, we were like $67,000 over our goal, which, I don't have any words to say. It was just so good.
That's spectacular. That's amazing. And I understand your family also volunteers for PanCAN and some of our other affiliates. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So my sister, Tony, used to be the PurpleStride chair down in DC. So now I think she's just a basic affiliate member, but she's the one that kind of got us hooked. So we participate in Boston, DC, and Rhode Island. So this year we all came together in Rhode Island and kind of put our heads together and tried to knock it out of the park as best as we could.
So what would you say to people out there why they should volunteer and get involved in PanCAN?
I think because the community people you get to meet. We have people that have lost a loved one. We have a survivor in our group. We have a couple of oncology nurses in our group, and everybody is just so passionate, and maybe for the same reasons or different reasons, but everybody's here to help, and you get to form friendships that I don't think that you would any other way.
That's terrific. Well, thank you so much, Samantha, for all that you do. Congratulations on a successful PurpleStride Rhode Island. And I hope you're coming back next year.
Absolutely. We've already been group texting and getting everything going, so we're good.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you very much.
Next up, I'd like to introduce Robert Duran. Robert is an 8-year pancreatic cancer survivor who lives in San Diego. So, hey, Robert, it is so great to be with you today. Thank you for your incredible, amazing fundraising efforts for PurpleStride. So you are an 8-year pancreatic cancer survivor. Tell me a little bit about your story and why PanCAN is so important to you.
My story is a long one, but I'll make it short. 8-year survivor. I've gone through multiple surgeries, multiple chemotherapies. And now I'm heading up for another, hopefully a successful clinical trial. And so as a patient, also as someone who has lost friends to pancreatic cancer, I'm deeply connected to the cause.
Well, you are also an amazing fundraiser. So you're one of our top fundraisers and top fundraising teams in PurpleStride San Diego. So tell me, why were you so successful with your fundraising efforts?
Well, one of the reasons why I was successful is I told my story, and telling my story, making it very personable. Because you're going to meet others that are out there that have some sort of connection with pancreatic cancer, right? We all know that, whether it's a patient, whether their loved one has been affected by pancreatic cancer. So I told my story, and I used the PanCAN platform, which was really easy for me to customize my story and reach out to potential donors. I also used Facebook integration very well. But one thing that I used was direct communication, instant messaging, and texting. And those were direct asks to my friends and families and colleagues, and they responded. I just could not imagine how they responded, and they definitely helped me quite a bit.
That's perfect. And really, PurpleStride is all about that community, right? Bringing everyone together, but especially the survivors and the families, to your point, to know you're not alone. So I understand you brought your whole family out to PurpleStride. What does that mean to have them, to be teaching your kids about PanCAN and how they can give back?
My kids, this is all they've really ever really known. Throughout their lives. Tyler was 6 years old when I was diagnosed, and Lauren was not even 2. And for me to just be that father and give them the guidance by just demonstrating what I do for others in the community, hopefully gives them enough guidance, and then they're set for life to do whatever they do to help the community. And so I'm amazed that they are very happy to go to the PurpleStride event. I don't have to pull their teeth. They want to go, and they want to do it again. So I'm looking forward to use them as better team members, because now they're old enough to produce. So
now they can be little active fundraisers for you.
Yes.
So what words would you, what is your vision? What do you hope from all of this fundraising and all of the efforts to fund more research? What do you hope is in the future for pancreatic cancer patients?
What I really hope is that we advance research, we look for treatments, we look for just better drugs and better therapeutics that have just better patient outcomes, because I'm tired of being a guinea pig. This is my second clinical trial, and sometimes I just want to help and see if we could advance research a lot quicker. And I want clinical trials in a safe manner to be open to many more patients and just learn about this disease and find a way to just cure it once and for all. And so I just want things to happen faster and quicker, and I'll do everything I can to make that happen.
Yep, the sense of urgency is so real and so needed, and we need people like you helping to share your story, because no one can tell about that sense of urgency better than a survivor. So thank you, Robert, for your incredible efforts, for everything that you do for us. I know you do a lot of things for PanCAN all year long, so thank you.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you very much.
To close, I'm so honored to welcome Pam Acosta-Marquardt, our founder, who continues to connect the dots and has made it her life passion to give people the opportunity to use their voices to make a difference.
Hi, everyone. I am so excited to come on real quick and just say thank you to each and every one of you who showed up on PurpleStride one day and made this event the best event ever. It was so crazy to see all of the purple love across the entire country in all of the events on one single day. We couldn't have done it without you, and I just want to express my heartfelt thanks for your passionate commitment to helping us get this disease across the finish line. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
To all of you, congratulations. You joined together like never before so that everyone affected by pancreatic cancer feels supported. This is an incredibly special community, and I continue to be amazed and inspired by your efforts. Because of one big day and all of your efforts year-round, we will see the day when patients don't just survive, they thrive. So let's do it all again and take a quick look at all the exciting things to come for PurpleStride 2023.
We were so happy to see the nation turn purple on April 30th that we can't wait to see you do it again on April 29th next year.
PurpleStride is such a special experience, and you've got to come. You've got to come and meet this community.
PanCAN has a dream to beat pancreatic cancer, and we have the desire to turn it into a reality. We're here to do that.
That's why PanCAN is so cool.
Thank you for turning the nation purple on one big day.
I am so excited for PanCAN PurpleStride 2023 and hope to see all of you on April 29th, 2023 at your local PurpleStride event. To the participants, fundraisers, donors, volunteers, survivors, caregivers, families, friends, researchers, sponsors, and healthcare professionals, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do. Here's to you for 60 spectacular PanCAN PurpleStride events as one nation with one goal on one big day.
Having PurpleStride on one day this year was such a great success.
Other people who've been touched by this who made sure to rally to be here today. It's really, really beautiful and inspiring.
Just like genuine love here.
And I will definitely be back next year.
Seeing the survivors, seeing the success stories, seeing the families is really, really important. Bringing them all together and celebrating their lives and celebrating our efforts and celebrating the progress we've made is really, really important. It's really important.
Thank you for joining today's live event and for your support of PanCAN PurpleStride. Please stay safe and be well.